Meteorologist Chris Mulcahy joins us right now with the latest. I mean, we have been talking about Lee for weeks.
Yeah, it was very slow moving. It reached Category 5 strength, so it's in the history books. And then Nova Scotia dealing with those impacts. This current hurricane, I'm not trying to underestimate it. It's not going to do much. Nigel.
Okay.
See, I didn't want Nigel to be a bad hurricane, and it looks like Nigel in the middle of the Atlantic. You can see it right there churning. That is the most recent one. Nigel officially became a hurricane this morning. It's a Category 1. It will rapidly intensify into a Cat 3, so that would be the fourth major hurricane so far this season, and then it's going to do this, bends right back out to sea. Meanwhile, we have two other spots that we're keeping an eye on. 70% chance over the next 2 to 7 days that this is going to form into a tropical cyclone. But there's one that's a little bit close to the Carolinas right here. It looks like by Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, there's going to be a low pressure system that's nearby, and then that could pick up some rotation where it could become a subtropical storm. So we'll see. That's a big question mark heading into the weekend. I think the biggest impacts here will just be really clouds and rain, so not really a big Charlotte impact except for how it's going to affect your weekend. So let's get to that. We are looking at 6 different shots across our Mr. Sparky Carolina camera network, and I don't have a complaint about any of them. 80 degrees, that's the top today. Upper 60s up in the mountains. We have a lot of cool nights that are also embarking into the 7-day forecast. That's going to allow prime time conditions up in the mountains to start to change over those leaves. So later on tonight, we are looking at New Orleans Saints coming to town to take on the Carolina Panthers, and this is going to be a big game. 7:50 and one of 2 Monday Night Football headlines, and I think the forecast is going to be amazing. Winds aren't going to affect it. The Panthers or the Saints can't blame the weather on any maybe mistakes or anything that happened during the game, because weather-wise it's just going to be sensational. Overnight tonight, you might have a cloud or two. Temperatures drop down to the 50s for the second time this season, and then right back to the upper 70s near 80 degrees tomorrow. Tonight, 56 degrees. It's been a while since we've been in that temperature range, and we're going to do it back to back to back days where we have 56, 57, and 58. The last time that we had 3 days in a row of the 50s for a starting point in the Charlotte area, well, we did that at the end of May. Tomorrow's forecast right near 80, lots of sunshine, just a cloud or 2. Honey Hunters, got to give a shout out to them. They made the playoffs. That's right. They're taking out the High Point Rockers to the Battle of the Carolinas right here. That game officially is at 6:35 tomorrow. Games 1 and 2 will be here in Gastonia, so if you can catch a game, might as well. Perfect baseball weather. At 6:35 first pitch, temperatures in the mid-70s, ending in the mid-60s, which will be a little bit on the cooler side. And we're also under a Carolina's fall alert because high temperatures will be right around 80 degrees. It's not super muggy. This is some of the best time of the year here in the Carolinas, so enjoy it. Now, once we hit the weekend, things change on us. It'll be cooler, it'll be cloudier. It's also going to come with that chance for rain. As I mentioned, the National Hurricane Center is calling out a 30% chance for some tropical development. It's all because of this low. This is Friday. Friday at this point, I think we're starting to cloud things up a little bit, maybe a little bit of rain up in the mountains. Notice how you see some circulation here just off the shoreline of South Carolina and Charleston. This is Saturday heading into Sunday. At this point, I think you're seeing more clouds, maybe some rain spitting into the Charlotte area, but it's still a big what if. If this stays offshore, it could get a name. If not, it's going to move into the Carolinas, sit there for a couple of days, creating not the best weekend conditions. So for right now, we're calling for 72 degrees, cooler because of that cloud cover on Saturday. That looks to be the worst day of the weekend. This could linger heading into your Sunday as temperatures get back to the upper 70s, but much cooler regardless. So enjoy the coming days because really it's today through Thursday. Each day looks to be the same and each day looks to be sensational. Enjoy.